our prayer is 215. Our prayer is in the 50th anniversary of the voting rights, which is 2015. In July, we will go to trial, and before that November, the courts will agree with us and rule this law unconstitutional. If you want to know how God moves, when we took a stand, see, sometimes you don't know what God's going to send till you stand. Sometimes he can't send until you stand. See, we want him to send and then we stand. But he can't send until you stand when you don't know what will be sent. But you simply stand on what is right. So we stood and jumped out to do this and didn't have a dime. And one day we got a call from one of the top leading law firms in Washington, D.C. I'm talking about money. And they put the call in and said, because you all stood, we're going to pay for the entire lawsuit. So a couple of things, Lord Johnson, I want to talk to you and Rochelle about before you leave, because there are some things we don't want to get people to legitimize. Now, there are some other groups that don't have as much faith as us. And so they're telling people to do certain things. And I don't want folks to be confused. You don't need no ID at 14 or 15. You just need to go vote now. And you're not going to need one, but we're going to beat it. But there's some reason we need to go to court first. And we don't need to legitimize, you see, what they're doing, because it ain't free. And we're getting ready to bring another part of the suit on the 24th Amendment. The 24th Amendment says you cannot charge anybody or make them pay anything. So see, it's a lie out there. And you know, this is the season we need Acts 2, not tongues, but discernment. See, not tongues. Tongues are right, but I'm saying, but if you have tongues, you got to have discernment. And the greater gift is discernment, because with no discernment, you don't understand what tongue is anyway. So we need discernment. See, they put out there, it's free. But if it's coming through the Department of Motor Vehicles, somebody's paying for it. Which means it's you. You're paying for it. Which means, well, the Constitution says all elections must be free. And 24th Amendment says you cannot charge anybody or charge them a poll tax. Then in fact, they are creating a poll tax. They're just using your money. Somebody tell me neighbor said discernment. See, and what they want is to get a rumor started. So our folk will think in 2014 they need something they don't need. And think about it. We never asked for it. All we asked for was the right vote. We never asked other folk to prove who they were. And we've not needed any kind of idea or nothing for 37 years. Why all of a sudden do they tell lies about there being fraud? Because it's hard to accept that your mama lied to you. And I know I'm really sick. See, if your mama or your daddy told you all your life that just because of the color of your skin, you were better than, and you never have to look at a man that looked black in the White House, and then it happens, you either have to call your mama a lie, or you got to call the election a fraud. And most folks don't want to call, they don't really want to think that their mama lied to them. So that's why you go around telling lies like, it's a fraud, somebody cheated, somebody got the poll, when you know it's not true. But it's because you're afraid. See, this is fear. Fear will make you lie. Have mercy, Jesus. So we'll get this.